Which stinging insects are helpful and which can be harmful? Scott Robbins of Action Pest has the answer. Good morning.
Good morning.
I didn't even think about this question. I mean, I always think about it's a stinging insect. I'm keeping my distance. Which ones are helpful to us?
Well, it really takes a little bit of expert opinion. You have to identify what exact species you're dealing with, because you really break stinging insects down. Well, you've got bees and wasps, right?
Okay.
But it's a little more difficult than that. It's not that all bees are good and all wasps are bad. Wasps generally get that reputation. But it's more in which ones are solitary nesting insects and which ones are the social insects. The ones that are going to sting you, they can all possibly sting you if you would trap them up against your skin.
Self-defense mechanism, sure.
It's all self-defense, really. But it's the social ones, the nest that has multiple in that same site. They're going to have an organized defense of that nesting site. You might see cicada killers or carpenter bees or something, especially carpenter bees right now. It's their mating season, so they're buzzing around under your soffit, and they might buzz at you as you approach or something, especially the males. The thing about the males, though, he doesn't even have a stinger. So, because only the females have the stingers, that's what they use for positioning their eggs. So they're making a big show of it. And there might be multiple ones there, but they're solitary nesters. So,
and they're doing more harm to your wood than
right.
they are to you as a stinger.
Absolutely. Or these big, scary cicada killers that'll start emerging. And they are big and scary. You're talking about a wasp that's 1.5 inches long. But they're buzzing around on the ground next to the sidewalk and scaring you as you're trying to approach your door. But they're a solitary nester. They can be managed and gotten rid of, but it's generally the social ones that could cause us more immediate harm.
And we can, I hear all the concern about honeybees and bees that we need to protect. So how do you determine what you're going to protect and what you're going to get rid of?
Well, as far as honeybees, we try and communicate with local apiists. So if you had a honeybee hive in a wall or something, we're going to try before we would actually resort to destroying it. In the case, let's say you were severely allergic to a bee sting or something. Before we would destroy it, we would really try and get someone to come out and collect and preserve that.
And there are people who do that.
There are people, and those apiists now are more apt to come and help us now with colony collapse disorder being out there and them having issues preserving hives than what they may have been in the past, and we're thankful for that. But what we do whenever we're treating, right now honeybees may be doing these reproductive swarms where a new queen takes half the colony and goes to try and set a new nest. So you may come out of your house and find a big cluster of honeybees on the sidewalk or on a fence post or something. Just leave those alone. In a day or so after that new queen has rested, then they'll move on off once they find a new nesting location.
They're not going to take residence up there.
Yeah, and just don't let the kids go over there and poke them with a stick or anger them or anything, but they'll generally be fine. You don't need to go and kill them or anything. They should be preserved. As far as what Action does around your home with our normal treatments, we generally try and avoid putting residual products up on flowering plants where honeybees might be foraging. Right. It's not really necessary for us to put an application on those plants. If we need to control ants, we can do that at ground level, not up on the vegetation.
So the best thing for us to do for homeowners or condo owners is to give you a call and you can assess our needs.
Absolutely. We'll come out and identify what type of stinging insect you have and then give you a best method for management. Always
great information. Scott Robbins from Action Pest, and we'll be back with more Lifestyles right after this.
This portion of Lifestyles has been